Hello and welcome everyone again into another video, and today's video we are rank 8, second day of the season, and I was trying to use a fun Pokemon that, to be honest, I caught a rank 1 for, and I'm like, okay, this is the rank 1, let's use it, and I went live, and it turns out my rank 1 Great League Pokemon is above 1500 CP, so I was like, I promised my chat that I will do it, and the problem was that I wanted to do it, but like the CP was a bit high. So something, I don't know if you don't watch my stream, my chat loves calling me out. So it was a bit awkward. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it, because if I don't do it, they will keep making fun of me for 3 years for promising them to use a Pokemon and then me not using it. So I had to use one. It wasn't the greatest IV, and I was trying to build a team around it, but I was like, you know what, Henry, Homeslice Henry, Homespice Henry made a video about that, so it's just copy Henry's team. I will be leaving Henry's team in the description down below, so you can also go and check it out, because I think we both mentioned the same problem. The team was a bit weak to Shadow Gligar in the lead, and I couldn't win that game, and I asked Henry. He said, yeah, Shadow Gligar in the lead is a bit tough and it's not easy to win. The Pokemon I'm talking about here is not Deoxys Defense or Dugong. It's actually Heliolisk. So please do not make fun of my pronunciation, because I didn't know how to pronounce it correctly, so I'm just gonna say Heliolisk. What's good thing about Heliolisk has Volta Switch, Thunderbolt, and get access to a new charge move. It's Breaking Swipe, which is one of the best dragon charge attacks. It's a Dragon Claw, which is a Dragon Claw, like similar to the Dragon Claw, but it also debuff, which is actually insane. Dragon Claw was already like a below average move, and then they gave Breaking Swipe the same move, but it also debuff, which made it like an extremely good move. Opponent here still lives in season 15, and they decide to use the same teams that people have been complaining for years. Sorry, my opponent, I'm just gonna be slightly rude here. Try to use the newly buffed Pokemons, okay? This is the guy who used DD Dugong, I know. Hey, I'm trying to get some use out of the Heliolisk. Opponent here has Powder Snow A9. It's not the worst. I genuinely don't mind this, because we already get a charge move. Now we choose Heliolisk, I choose you, and the Volt Switch are coming. They show a charge move here. It's most likely going to be Powder Snow. What I'm going to do is I am going to throw a Breaking Swipe, and if they are weak to this, they will just shield. And again, we throw. They must shield this, I think. And now their charge move is double debuff. They give me a win con by swapping out, and now all I need to do is just Breaking Swipe again. Heliolisk, take game number 1. I guess Henry was right. This Pokemon is actually good. Let's see, moving into the next battle, and we have a Scrafty lead. This is a good lead for Deoxys Defense, as long as you don't shield bait. Okay, how am I supposed to know if I'm shielding? Just if you see it's a bait, just don't shield it. Opponent swap in a Swampert. Swampert is a bit awkward, and I did a dumb play here. Don't shield here, just don't shield. I already grabbed the shield, that's good enough for me. I'm trying just to maintain alignment, because I want to make sure that Heliolisk is going to get a good alignment. Okay, Heliolisk is not a generalist. It's not nearly close to be a good generalist, so Heliolisk appreciates good alignment. At this point, I'm just gonna go straight Icy Wind. I think we live this move, and we should be fine to win swap here. Opponent has a Bastiodon in the back. You guys remember when Walward used to use Bastiodon? He was like Bashtidon. Like, stop saying Bashtidon, please. It's Bastiodon. Okay. Now what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna go Heliolisk, because this thing gets destroyed by a Scrafty. I am not gonna shield it, because DD is the Pokemon that is gonna win me the game. Ideal fast move timing here would be 2 then throwing, but to be honest, I was afraid that the opponent might catch. I think opponent has a non-XL Bastiodon, because no, there is no charge move that's supposed to do that. See, guys, since we live the foul play, I'm gonna no shield it, and I no shielded, and it was an acid spray. Opponent is wild. Running acid spray, maybe they are surprising those A9. So this team is ABB, weak to Medi, so you need to save the DD to beat the Medi. Although Dugong isn't bad against Medi. I shielded the first charge move because I'm planning to debuff the opponent. I was looking at chat, so I ended up missing one bubble, but didn't matter because opponent shielded that, so this is still fine, I guess. And now, what do? We overfarm a bit and we go straight Thunderbolt. Why? Because at this point, baiting might end up costing me the game. So we need to maintain alignment. Why? Because I need the DD on the Medicham. It's one of the situations where fighting for alignment is not a bad idea. I am not someone who would fight for alignment, but if I am playing a bad Pokemon, alignment is good. Yes, you just said Heliolisk is cracked. Yeah, it's so good, okay? I can't wait to scam all of you guys to use this Pokemon. I was struggling the first 2 sets, and then until I realized, okay, you know what? The plan is just shield the good Pokemon, Zero Charge, Deoxys Defense, and Dugong, and Heliolisk could be like a magic card. This is a tough lead, so I'm just gonna swap into Heliolisk, and opponent has a Razor Leaf Venusaur. Someone wished to have a Shadow Vic, I guess. So the debuff here actually helps a bit, but no, actually it doesn't, because it helps against the Vine Whip Venusaur, where you will be able to tank the second I think the second Frenzy. Opponent has an Azu, so this is a bit tough because that means my alignment is not worthy. So what am I gonna do? I think shielding here is a good idea. And opponent revealed that they have Hydro Pump, which means they don't have Play Rough, which means that Dugong into Azu is not a bad matchup now. So they blooded the Dragonite. What I'm going to be doing is no shielding here and going straight Psycho Boost. Opponent has Outrage, so I'm going to farm a bit more and get a bit low. And we are low now. I don't think they will shield, and they didn't shield. So now the play is farm all the way down. Do not throw anything. When they bring Azu, I see when the first one. I think calling a bait would be actually good here, but... Okay, I threw Drill Run because opponent seems to not shield, so I'm just gonna throw the Drill Run to put the Azu in farm down plus Icy Wind range in case he didn't shield, which he didn't. He played here, it doesn't matter at this point. Why? Because he is, or they are Omega debuffed, like their damage is not gonna do any damage. Why? They are debuffed. That's where Dugong comes in handy, fighting for alignment. And that's why I don't like the using these Pokemons. But you're using it yesterday. Hey, I am using a Home Slice Henry team. Gramble in the lead. We don't mind this. I think it's not a bad lead. But again, we need to save this in case it is a steal or a Medi in the back. So what's the plan here? I'm going to Psycho Boost. Throw another Psycho Boost and they stay in. I'm going to swap. Opponent swapped into Umbreon. I need to shield one here because since Umbreon swapped ahead and I have a shield up, so I can overfarm later in the game and leave this matchup with a move. So I would rather shield the move before it's debuffed. Now since it's debuffed, I don't care to shield because their damage is already nerfed. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to skip some seconds in this battle because this is going to take 3 hours. Yeah, okay, 3 years after we finished this battle, and I saved a move on my Dugong in case I need to use it later and in case they shield here. Okay, they throw a charge move here. So what's the plan now? The plan, we go Dugong and we shield the Dugong, I guess. No, I'm gonna actually, this is actually the better play. Go Heliolisk and farm down, and since we have a move on Dugong, we can win anything. Opponent has Alola Malola. What does this mean? This means we are gonna win this game, guys. Look at that. Thunderbolt doing so much damage. Me swapping for no reason, literally. Just to make this game longer than it's supposed to be. But, hey. They're using Shadow Gramble. 5-0. Rank 8. Best rank 8 player in the world. And we see a Scrafty lead again. They swap into a Frostlass. So, what's the play? Always try, if you're using DD, always try to benefit from Psycho Boosting and then dipping out. Why? Psycho Boost is one of the best charge moves in the game, as long as you're not debuffed. Okay? It's a Leaf Blade clone, but it debuffs after. So, if you can do like some, at least at max, resisted counter plus Psycho Boost, that's amazing, by the way. So now they brought this Crafty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep throwing these Icy Winds. Why? Because if I throw Icy Winds, I can no shield the foul play. So I'm going to go now and no shield. Remember, this is double resisted counter, but Psycho Boost is is super effective. We go to Heliolisk. Heliolisk doing some Volt Switch damage with shielding the Golbat. Why? Because I think I can farm all the way down. And they Shadow Ball for some reason. We go and throw the first Breaking Swipe. This is supposed to debuff their charge move, which means I can no shield at this point. And now it's actually a Poison Fang. Okay. I didn't throw there. I think I can live this one. And now they swap to Scrafty. What I'm going to do is throw this Thunderbolt, and it's supposed to do lots of damage. Heliolisk is very attack weighted. And that move was able to KO. Now moving into the next game, we have a Lickitung in the lead. So we're not bad against Lickitung. Also, Lickitung usually has Medicham in the back. So saving the DD is not a bad idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Thunderbolt and a Psycho Boost and dip. But it's actually not the greatest. Maybe I should have just double boosted and did. I saved the Psycho Boost in case they have a Medicham. Okay, see guys? So it's not that bad of a play, not the ideal one. The ideal one, get to do double Psycho Boost, throw them and then swap, because you get them before they get to double Body Slam. And that is the Medicham. So now we have a Psycho Boost, and let's just pray that we land the Psycho Boost in the Medi. Medi on Dugong is not a bad matchup for Dugong because their energy is just useless unless they decide to Psychic. Or my opponent has his Dynamic Punch for some reason now. Why? Why would you do such a thing? Now I'm going to Heliolisk because I don't want to get farm down, and we get lots of farm, and they have Clefable without Charm. It's Fairy Wind, which means we can win this matchup straight. Volt Switch down after we land the Thunderbolt, but since they are using a Fairy Pokemon, I'm just gonna BM. Look at Heliolisk, dude. Look how cute this Pokemon is. Wow, dude, Henry was right for, okay, not for once, more than once, let's be honest. Okay, Sableye lead. I'm just gonna go to Dugong. This is very awkward. If they have Play Rough, this is just a horrible matchup. So I am gonna skip and be right back in 7 minutes after. The matchup is still going. And now, I think I invested a shield. Okay, we invested the shield and we were able to flip swap because Heliolisk has normal subtyping, which means it walls Sableye Copium. So, no, it doubles as Shadow Claw. That's it. This is a bit bad because they have so much energy and opponent played it perfectly. Like they did not throw, they just saved their energy. At this point, they have a Lickitung as well. This is an extremely bulky team. I think I said that's going to be like my team this season. Azu, Licky, Sableye after rank 20. But until now, I'm trying to have fun with some newly buffed Pokemons like the Heliolisk. As I said. I tried here to let them fast move me down because I want to farm. Okay, look at this. I might not be able to win, but here I actually want to lose this matchup so I can get some energy on my Heliolisk. So what do we do now? Look at this. Okay, I need to shield the return. Okay, we shield the foul play, but I need to debuff them as soon as possible. I think if I debuff them, I am in a good spot. Okay, they threw a move. This is supposed to be a return, assuming how many fast moves they did. Now, all I need is just 2 charge moves, and we win this game. And then we win the game. See, guys, that Volt Switch came in handy. Okay. Well, what comes in handy is that if I won that, the Sableye would have been able to get to a fast move onto my DD, and would have been able to outpace the Heliolisk. We see a Haxorus in the lead. What do? We just basically double Psycho Boost. They tried to catch. I don't care about this catch, to be honest. I'm just going to throw this move and then go to Heliolisk. Heliolisk loves to see a Lantern. Why? Because it's a lizard, and lizards love to eat fish. No, it's just because it's the better electric Pokemon in the mirror. Because you have Volt Switch, they have Spark, which is nerfed. People might say buffed. I don't care. It's actually nerfed slightly because it's a bulky Pokemon with a hard-hitting fast move. That doesn't always do good. With bulky Pokemons, you want to have charge move pressure. Because your fast move doesn't do that much since you're not attack weighted, which means your fast move is not going to do that much damage. Okay, opponent here has a Trevenant. I have a Dugong. We both do super effective charge move damage, but I can do also super effective fast move damage. So if I land this, I'm just going to fast move him down. We win this, and now they bring the Haxorus. I can tank everything that Haxorus can throw, and we should farm down. No, I decided to be him, the poor Haxorus guy. Okay, I think that's the last battle. No, there is actually another one here. Okay, you guys get to watch more battles. Moving to the last one, they have a Gligar. So why am I including this one? Because this is actually the toughest lead. Since a Gligar is much bulkier than Gliscor, and now it has a good play in the meta. I think it's one of the Pokemons that actually get a buff. Why? Because now it has Wing Attack, which was buffed 2 seasons ago. It has Aerial Ace, which also got buffed this season. It has Dig, which is not the greatest charge move, but hey, it got a buff. Okay, it's 20 less energy now, or something. No, it's not 20 less energy. I actually didn't check the numbers. I think it's 55 energy now. That could be wrong. It could be 50. I am not sure, because I think PvPoke tweeted it's 50, then someone said 55, or the opposite. I swapped here. They aggressively swapped. I went to my Dugong, and now all I want is them to not get to another dig. And somehow, if you try to fast move down the Gligar, they actually get to 2 digs, and they can beat Dugong. So you have to throw as a Dugong, a charge move, or you have to shield once, farm all the way down. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna throw these charge moves. Yeah, that boy Jay is saying Aerial Ace and Dig is meta now. Who would have thought? Actually, no one. Like, these are all horrible charge moves, like Wing Attack, Aerial Ace, Dig, everything that Gliscor has. So I swapped there just to force them to throw, but they were actually smart, and they ended up farming more fast move. And yeah, that was the last battle. Thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. And before I end the video, I have some requests. I have some plan to upgrade the streaming setup. So if you would like to help, there will be a donation link in the comment section below. Since I don't get that much from YouTube, and my stream setup is a bit laggy, so that's why sometimes I don't upload that many videos. Just like start overheating, I need a new video card. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. It's the end of the video. If you like the video, feel free to leave a like, maybe the channel, subscribe. If you have any question or concern, leave in the comment section below. I will be glad to answer it. Thank you so much everyone for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.